Hello and welcome to Timebomb, the Kylie Album Showdown podcast. My name is Alan. This is a podcast where we are ultimately trying to find the best Kylie Minogue album from her 16-strong discography, except with the twist of the dreaded wheel. The dreaded wheel decides which album we review each month, each podcast rather, and then Elliot decides which one goes in the bin and which one goes forward to the next round, which is only a couple of weeks away, right? 2 or 3 weeks away. So, okay, before we get into it, I'm with Gary. Hello, Gary.
Evening. Hello, everyone.
And Elliot, who is our adjudicator / referee. I think I prefer the name referee now. And Elliot will ultimately decide which album wins tonight. So, how are you, Elliot?
We're good. Referee, mediator, balancer, hostage negotiator. It's one of the two. But yes, I am good, thank you. I do believe someone is head to toe in Kylie merch here. I wonder who this could be.
I do like the hat. That's a lovely color.
I literally am obsessed with this baseball cap. It's so simple. It's got K on it. It's amazing.
By any chance, were you at the Kylie Minogue gig or something? Because, you know, all the merch and everything. Just asking.
So since the last record, I've been to two. I went to Lyon and I went to Seville. And so I've already seen the show in Birmingham. So this was like my second and third time. And nice. Obviously, I'm always going to say it was amazing because every concert is amazing. Lyon really shocked me. I was a bit worried, not worried, but I was like, is there going to be a crowd that's up for it? You know, I just didn't know if French crowds were going to be up for it. Well, knock me down. I have never seen anything like it. It was a huge arena. It was pretty full. From the get-go, the place was just mental. And I don't know, I've always only ever really seen Kylie in the UK and Ireland. I've never actually seen her outside in Europe. So it was my first experience of it, and I just adored the whole show. And you could tell she did as well. And she gave everything to the show. It was incredible. And then I went to Seville, and Seville was an outdoor, so it was a festival version of the show. So a shorter set list, and obviously smaller stage. No T stage, no C stage. So it was a much kind of pared back production. However, it was in this most beautiful venue, the Plaza de España in Seville. Basically a palace, and it was all lit up, and the stage is just in the center of it. There's like waterfalls, and there's like little rivers, and it was it was amazing. And the Spanish were again up for it, and we're just like shouting at her all night, like chanting, and it was good. But I've got you both a present.
Before you do that, what was it? Was it a gay crowd in France then? Does she appeal to the gays like she does in the UK?
Yeah. There's a demographic. I mean, I love the fact that she's still kind of really appealing to all ages. Again, it's not just gay men who are following Kylie these days. It's great to see, all different ages and stuff in the crowds. It was great. Yeah, loved it.
Wonderful.
Love going on tour with Kylie. I'm a bit sad. Tension tour is over for me. No more Tension shows.
Yeah.
There's not many shows left.
But have you, before we move on, the reviews, and I think I've been reading some of the European reviews, obviously translated by Google, but every single one of them and all the UK reviews said the same thing, that she is on fire. In terms of how much she's giving, because, sometimes you can look at acts when they're 2/3, maybe, even almost at the end of a tour, and you can just tell, girl, I want to go home, they want to sleep for a month. Whereby, you look at her and she's 57, like, where does the woman get her energy from? And it's a 2-hour show, right? It's not like an hour and a half, it's 2 hours.
No, it's a 2-hour show.
I'm sorry. I'm just amazed.
It's incredible. And she's giving, more than I've ever seen her give. Obviously...
vocally as well, though, more than ever, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah. And in homage to our podcast, she does Timebomb. And for me, so it basically goes slow remix, so the bass goes...
She did it just because of the podcast as well.
Just because of what Salin and Elliot. That's exactly
clearly.
She does Timebomb. And the place just goes... Clearly. She just basically goes for it. It's like a club. She just goes crazy. And then she goes from Timebomb into Edge of Saturday Night, and people just lose their...
Oh, okay.
It's
That's
it's
a good
amazing.
answer.
But look, so for anyone who's looking on screen, we have a Kylie bag.
Wow.
Ooh.
So this is
the gayest bag ever.
This came all the way from Lyon, back in my hand luggage.
Gorgeous.
And now, I don't know how excited you are about your presents, but let's be clear from the start, they're not. They're not official merchandise. No, I get the
Yes.
merch.
Wait. Wait. Are these from?
Have you been on Temu again?
No, these are actually from This is from concerts. Elliot, would you like to know what yours is first?
Go on, do my one first then.
Okay, so when I was in Seville, this is from the Seville concert, and there was like a gold circle at the front. So you get my gold circle wristband, Elliot.
Ooh.
I kept that.
And
just
it's actually
for you.
got her name on it as well.
It's got her name on it. Front
spelled
stage.
correctly.
Gorgeous.
Yes. Ellie was just telling me that what he really wanted was a wristband from one of the concerts. I know it's incredible that you thought of him. Incredible.
Where have I got? I got my little one up here. I've got my one from seeing Beyonce a few months ago.
See, there you go. Now you can put this one with it. You see, there you go.
Does it have a little light on it, Elliot?
Yeah, it was one of the
like
ones
Coldplay.
Coldplay
Yeah. Love those.
Yeah. So there you go. So that's an Alan.
Deal.
Yeah.
We have some confetti from the stage, just for you.
What was I saying 2 episodes ago? God, I really want confetti.
You said it.
Thank you.
I
did.
I delivered. Here you go. This is, I think, from the end.
Why does it look like pasta though? It looks like a big string of pasta.
It survived the night. This came out of the stage.
Thanks, Gary.
Shall I go through the rules and the general up to date?
Go on. Just remind Alan because he forgets.
So we have only 4 albums left on the Kylie Timebomb wheel. We are going to spin it and randomly assign you a Kylie album, and then you'll both get your own time to talk about it, sell it, give you the details, the history, the ups and downs, the highs and the lows. Ooh. And then when we're done, we will decide which one progresses to the next round and which one winds up in the Timebomb bin, which is full of some very, very contentious albums. I have my brandished well, it's not a branded Kylie coin, it's just a 2 penny coin. But yes, I have my Kylie coin. So who wants to do the call?
Tails, Elliot, tails. Come on.
Okay,
I want to go first this week. We don't want to go first.
It's heads.
Oh, fuck on, Alan.
So,
right, okay. I'm dead nervous, you know. I've done the glasses off.
Alan
oh God, there's so few left now. This is. Jesus. Okay, give it a good
Take
spin.
a Xanax or something, Alan. It's only a podcast.
Yeah, no, but you know what'll happen. Okay, go for it, Elliot.
Okay, are we ready to go? Okay. We have Tension 2. Use that fury.
As per usual, I will remind you that Tension 2 is a bloody good album. Elliot, spin the wheel. Let's see what I'm getting.
Okay, let's spin the wheel again.
Just spin it because I can't go throw up.
Tension 2 is going up against.
Oh no! Is it
Tension 1? Tension 1.
Couldn't even fucking make that shit.
You could not write this shit. Absolutely. You could not write this. Oh my god.
You're far too jolly tonight, Gary. I have to say that straight off the bat. Like, too much jolliness around. Am I going first?
That's the general thing when you win the heads or tails.
Okay, Alan, let's go with Tension 2. Hit me with it.
All right, okay. Well, I don't think... Well, look, Gary's going to tell you all about Tension in a moment. Sorry, my sister just texted me to tell me she's got pneumonia. Christ, I'm fucking hell. Not now, Louise.
Sorry, Louise. I know you're really ill, but I'm currently selling Tension 2 on a podcast.
Oh, my poor little sis. Okay, all right. I'll text her in an hour. Hopefully she'll still be with us. I'm joking, obviously. I love you, sis, if you're listening. Right, okay. So,
Alex,
here we go.
She doesn't listen.
Is she? Well, I know they don't. They don't. Only because they don't like Kylie Minogue, which is like, sacrilege. Anyway, okay. Let's talk about Tension 2, right? Gary will tell you all about Tension 1. I mean, it's hard to talk about Tension 2, I think, without mentioning Tension 1. I kind of feel like... this was like a really good extension of an era. Pardon my use of the word extension, pardon the pun. It's going to be puntastic tonight, I think. I thought as an extension of the campaign, fantastic. I listened to Tension 2 just about an hour ago in the shower. Great shower album. So we'll start at the start, lights, camera, action. I listened to it again and again, and honestly, it's a massive earworm. Like, it's a tune. It really is. And then she dropped the extended version, and I was like, oh, we do love an extended version. And the video
was really good.
Yeah, the video was great. There was a ton of effort went into it. There's one song that I love on this album, and I loved it from day one, actually.
What would that be? I'm going to say it's Kiss Bang Bang.
No, it's not. Taboo is like a tune. It really is. I like Taboo. And then I think maybe for me, one of the highlights is Someone for Me. I really quite like that tune, actually. But for me, my favorite stands to the music. Which is second to last. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you've heard it, Elliot, but it's a little homage, I think, maybe to Daft Punk in a way, I guess, and to vocoders. It's very dancey. It's not a typical Kylie song at all. But I have to say, I listened to Kiss Bang Bang earlier and Diamonds, and they're both good songs, Dance to the music, it slows right down. This is weird for me because it's got 9, like, hands in the air bangers, right? And just before we go on, I have to say, she got in some of the world's best songwriters at the moment right now to work with her. Elliot, you and I both obsessed with Leland. Oh, yes. He's got a co-write on one of the tracks under his real name, which I think is it Brian McLaughlin?
Give her the stream.
It's written under his real name, which is Brett McLaughlin, and he wrote on Someone for Me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
So Leland in there, yeah, and then of course you'll remember. Now I'm going to struggle with pronouncing this girl's name, but it's Ina Worldzen. I'm sorry, Ina, if you're listening. But boy, does this girl have songwriting credits to her name. I mean, she's written some of the most fantastic songs, including Symphony by Clean Bandit. You can't escape that song, can you? It's everywhere. But she wrote Padam Padam, excuse me, and then went on to write Lights, Camera, Action. So I guess maybe I have a habit sometimes of reading the credits before I listen to a song, so I know who the songwriter is. She's on there a lot.
She's on quite a few. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's on quite a lot. And then there's Joel Corey. A lot of the guys who work, Lewis Thompson, he worked on some of the songs as well. He's got songwriter. He's got form as well, if you like. He wrote with Joel Corey, Becky Hill, Rita Ora. So she had a great team of songwriters on this album. I think, is it her shortest campaign ever? It might be. Name me a shorter campaign.
Well, originally it was meant to be an expanded edition. It was only ever going to be the deluxe version that we normally get with 4 extra tracks. And then she went on record in all the campaign for this in the kind of PR saying, well, they ended up with more tracks, and they kind of felt, well, maybe there is a body of work here. But I don't think they ever planned like a full-on campaign. And actually, Tension 2 was really used to launch the tour because it basically, the visuals and stuff all launched at the same time. And effectively, it launched the tour and it sold the tour. That's basically what it is.
Well, I mean, I was just going to say, yeah. I think I was just going to say the same thing, because if you look at the Tension campaign overall, could you have imagined, like, and I'm not saying, I'm not using the word world lightly, a world tour off the back of the Tension album. I knew we were due a tour, but I had no idea. Like, this is a 6-month, 7-month long tour taking in pretty much every corner of the globe.
Yeah.
So, boy, did it work. Yeah, it definitely worked as a vehicle to go from the start of an era, extend that era, let people know we're still here. But it is a great little album in terms of what it was for. You're dead right in what it was for, and it served its purpose and paved the way for her to, pretty much sell out a world tour around the world. Yeah. Like, thank you very much. Done deal. It served its purpose. Yeah, and to go back to some of the songs, I want to touch on Should Have Left You, because that is this little slow ballad that just appears on track 10 before we get into the stuff we already had, because it's got My Oh My on there, which was the trio with, I always pronounce, is it Tovelo or Tovlo?
Different people pronounce it differently.
I've heard her, Tuvalu. I can't really say that without. It sounds ridiculous. It's insane. So Tuvalu.
I think maybe with an Irish accent, it doesn't sound great, Alan, for me and you. Tuvalu.
We'll just go with Tovlo because I just think that sounds much more pop starry.
I think she's on record. She's on record for saying that she doesn't mind how people say it.
I pronounced it Tovlo from day one.
Yeah, well, when Kylie introduced her at Hyde Park, she definitely didn't say Tuvalu. That's for sure.
But I've forgotten the name of the other girl who was on that track. She's a great singer. That's the one. I mean, I thought that was a great song, and I really enjoyed it. And the video, I mean, just great video. But maybe like the video more than the song, to be honest. And then, of course, you had that Blessed Madonna song. So we got all these little treats at the end of the album, which was great. Even though we already had them, I thought that's a nice little addition. And as a package...
Don't forget about Orville.
Don't forget about what, sorry?
Orville.
Oh, Orville Peck, of course. Yeah. Did you like it?
It was my #1 song on Spotify last year.
Oh, wow.
I love that song.
Shock hour.
Converted. I don't know what it is that might be attracting me to that track, and it might be just Orville Peck.
Would it be him on? Would it be him on the back of a horse naked? Did that have anything to do with it?
I am not complaining. If anyone wants to send any more images of Orville Peck naked, I am totally happy to see them all.
I tell you what I've noticed.
Everyone.
What I've noticed about Orville is that he finds it very difficult to keep clothes on. I have noticed that.
I'm not
just tend to fall off. But, I mean, that was a great hookup in terms of feeding into her audience as well. I thought it was really clever. And it's got, I think has it a 20 million streams on Spotify or something? I mean, it's a big number on there. I could be wrong. I could be overestimating that. But I read somewhere that it had reached, was it 10 or 20? It reached a milestone.
It's 22,725,062.
Like if you're a casual person who likes Kylie Minogue and you might know when her album is due out and you buy her album in wherever, Tesco, then you probably wouldn't know all these little side things that she does. And I just love that she made all these little swerves in this campaign, and it's a bit like Kylie's got a Orville Peck duet and you're like, well, oh, hang on. Okay, well, this is great. And then the whole thing culminates in actually, there's some great streaming numbers for all these songs.
And if you think about it, that's likely to have helped the US tour. So if you think about it, she was on, on record, BB Rexa with Orville, with Sia. That is only going to help her profile, especially after Vegas as well. So it's no surprise that she sold out 2 nights at Madison Square Gardens and sold out. Not sold out, but pretty much filled every other arena she played. Like, and they were big arenas she was playing. So I think the whole campaign worked for America for sure to really ramp up her profile.
Plus, I think it was really classy. This is what I love about Kylie in the later stage of her career. And I thought Tension was just such a classy album. But Tension 2 as well, there is an air of sophistication about everything she's done in the last year or so. I haven't felt like anything felt like it was a sellout. Even the BB Rexa and Tuvalu, that song, I thought to myself, oh, what's this going to be like? But, it worked. It just worked. And you could tell the respect that they have for her. And one thing I've loved about this whole Tension era, the last 3 years, however long it's been, is it going to be 3 years, isn't it, next year?
Yeah.
2 years now, has been seeing so many other big artists come out and, feel and say how they feel about her. Because we were saying before, people like Dua Lipa and any of these new, pop divas, they would kill for a career like Kylie Minogue's, for the longevity. So few have done it, and can say at 57, look at me straddling the world stage, playing arenas, playing festivals where you would have thought, no way would they have Kylie Minogue on. And just kind of living in her high priestess era where it's like, do you know what, I've done it all. She's got fuck all to prove now. But then to come along and have this last 2 years, just almost like icing on the cake, really. But not only that, like a great song to be able to have the, to be able to have those contacts and be able to still stand up in the business and get young songwriters to come up with Padam Padam for her, and then for her to make it into a Kylie Minogue song. Oh, no one else could have done Padam Padam, right? I don't think they could have, personally. You can argue with me till the cows come home, but I don't think anyone could have done it.
Elliot, he's cheating again and selling my album.
I'm not.
Before you start veering, let's round you off and do your final summary of your summarizing Tension 2 with your 3 words or phrases.
I need time to think now. Okay.
Just the 3 easiest words you could choose for this album. They are just screaming at you.
Yeah. Well, whatever he misses, you could just keep petition.
Well, I kind of know what he's. I know you're going to say. Well, I kind of want to say.
What am I going to say?
Well, I want to say Vegas. I think even though, you know, I equate Vegas maybe more so with Tension 1 than Tension 2. They use the words dance because I think this is probably, after Fever, her most dance-orientated album. I think, I mean, it's just non-stop, isn't it? It's non-stop. Relentless. Apart from the Biff, I meant to mention Biff, Should Have Left You, is that random slow one. I love that. I don't know. It went to number 3 on my on repeat chart, which should really be the national chart because it's
obviously, Alan,
the only chart that counts. But I always count whether I really like a song if it ends up really high on my on repeat. Now, I don't know whether it was because it came after Dance to the Music on the album, which I listened to a lot, so I'm not sure, but it just got into my ear, and I realized, actually, this is a lovely little ballad. And it was nice to see a Biff song on there, having had so many on Tension. You know, we never had a problem with that. So Vegas Dance, and I want to say Roman, I think, because I really quite like, it's slightly Roman, the album cover. I think, you know, she's sitting on that thing.
I
what
see what you mean.
Was Roman going to be one of your words?
No, I was like, it's so easy. You could have just said lights, camera, action. It just would have been so easy for this album.
Yeah, but it's lazy, Gary. It's lazy, though.
I'm lazy.
Yeah, no, it's lazy, I said. You're not lazy. Get it now.
There was something on it that I remember listening to at the time. There was an interview, and she talked about how she kind of had felt like she'd been on like I can't remember how she described it. She'd been on like a highway of music for such a long time and was able to get like producers and stuff to work for her. And because of Tension 1 and Padam, she was kind of like on the superway or the motorway. And now all of a sudden she was just getting so much more offers. And that's kind of where Tension 2 came from, because there was just more impact than others.
Yeah.
But as per usual, you've really pissed me off on your sale of an album by missing off an absolute classic track. And also one that's made it to the tour and translates super well live. And you just really haven't mentioned it, and you've not given it the love.
Okay. But every time I get pulled up over something, what have I missed?
Good As Gone.
Oh, yeah. No, it is good, to be fair. Yeah, it is.
It's a great song.
I had a bit really good earlier on. Yeah.
Really good live.
But does she do it at every show, or was it just a one-off at the beginning?
Yeah.
Good As Gone was part of the... Okay. All right, hold my hands up. Sorry to all the Good As Gone fans. No, Good As Gone is a tune. I found myself, that's a bit of an earworm. It is. But
even on the shortened set list for the festival, Good As Gone still stayed.
So that's my wrap up of Tension 2. So there you go.
Thank you for that.
Let's hear your take on Tension 1 then, Gary.
Yes, over to Gary to fill us in backwards now with Tension 1.
It does feel weird selling Tension 1 after Alan just sold Tension 2. But yeah, let's kind of jump back. And I guess let's jump back to a time where, so we were coming off, you know, disco was a success. Remember, Alan, I don't remember this. I was you or me, I can't remember who heard it first, but we heard that this single was coming out. It was called Padam Padam. And we were texting each other going...
You messaged me saying, like, what the fuck is this title?
What is this?
And I was just like, oh, it's a bit strange. What is it supposed to mean? And then, you know, little did we know, actually, it's just perfect.
I remember the moment when I was listening, I think it was walking the dogs, I was listening to Padam Padam, it was on Radio 2, it was premiere, and I remember listening and being like, oh God, I've listened to so many, you know, first times hearing a track, and there was something that was like hitting me. And I wasn't sure what it was. I knew this was something different. And I remember being like really confused. And I think I might have played it like back to back. I played it twice, I think. And I was like just super excited. And then the video came, and the video was just like nothing we've seen of Kylie in years. Like I put the video on the same level for me as Spinning Around Can't Get Out of My Head. And I remember like at the time it was this thing of with normal Kylie tracks in a normal era, like it has a really kind of decent first streaming day because all the fans are streaming it, etc. And it just started like bubbling. And it was, I all of a sudden remember one day I was listening to the radio and they were like, oh, up next we're going to play a Kylie Minogue track. And I remember even the DJs going like, what's this about? It's 2023 and we're playing Kylie. Next thing, Capital playlist of it. Yeah. I remember showing the video to someone and being like, they were like, oh,
it caught fire.
It just, like it exploded.
Can you remember when I sent you? Yeah, probably. It's weird how we do this sometimes. Do you remember did I send it to you? I think I'm trying to remember now, so because I get called out again because I do realize how many things I got wrong on the last podcast as well. But I think it went into 24. Padam Padam did it, or 25 or something like that. And I remember It was in the sort of mid-20s, I think.
Mid-20s.
Yeah. And I remember like literally going, what the fuck? And then I sent you a screenshot and your exact response was, holy fucking shit. Because we just couldn't quite believe in midweek what it was going to be that high. That was the midweek, yeah. We were like, how is it this high? You know, we were not expecting it.
Will it stay top 40 for the week? Like, because this happens a lot, Elliot, with Kylie songs. It maybe if there's physicals,
a lot of songs,
front-loaded. Yeah, a lot of songs, and they come front-loaded in the week. Midweek's here, they get top 20, and then it's gone out top 40 by the end of the week. And it was just like this, but I could see it building, and you could see the Spotify numbers like every day. They were getting bigger and bigger. Lo and behold, we got a top 40 entry in week 1. It grew week 2, week 3, week 4. It ended up being top 10.
I think it went down one week, if I remember. This is such a chart geek. I think it went to 12 from the 20s up to 12, and we were like, oh my god, it might have been 14, something like that. We were like, it's climbing, but then it stalled, didn't it, for a week? Stalled, and then it went down 1, and I was like, oh, it's gone down 1, but then rebounded to 8.
Yeah,
where I think it stayed. It landed at 8, and we were like, can you believe she's in the top 10? Because we did think those days were over.
And that was, I think, the week that Radio 1 finally gave in and playlisted her. Like, they C-listed her, but they still playlisted her because it kind of was in the news. She'd gone viral. She was all over TikTok. And, But there's one more moment for me that really stands out from, especially the kind of early part of this campaign where you really, truly realize that Padam Padam was kicking off. The first premiere of it was on American Idol. And, okay, American Idol's not that big deal anymore, but to premiere the song live on an American TV show was big for Kylie. Yeah. So it showed they were already thinking international for this track. And then she was the surprise guest because didn't Lewis Capaldi drop out of the Summertime Ball, the Capital Summertime Ball? And she was the surprise guest at Wembley Stadium, and she came out to do Padam. And it was just like, the song had already been out a few weeks, but it was already viral. And she was back on Capital and back on commercial radio. Everyone was playlisting her. The song eventually won a Grammy. It was, globally well received. It was her biggest hit in decades. I remember watching another video where she kind of said, we're now talking about pre-Padam days and post-Padam days. It was just that moment. It was like Cher's Believe, right? You talk about before and after that. I think that's what this moment was. And also, but despite the fact that I nearly had I had an allergic reaction at first, was sending a message to Alan going, what the hell is Padam Padam? Actually, it was genius because it was a conversation of, what does Padam mean? How do you say it? Is it Padam? Is it Padum? Is it?
Well, she had to explain, didn't she? That was from it's a heartbeat, and it's when someone because a lot of us are like, what the hell is going on? But I don't think we could have asked for more. And whether or not you love Padam, just to see her, but I know you do, and I do too. I do think it's a great pop song, but it was more that she felt really relevant again, and moreover, I think for the fans, she just was giving us what we wanted. Can I go back to the video? Because the video, come on. Sophie Muller again, but I thought the red and then that tool, and then on the car and in the cafe and just the nails and the makeup and the everything. Yeah, the choreo was amazing. And then the pink, it sort of felt a little bit Miami Beach almost a little bit, I felt, with the colors. And it just worked. It placed her as very sophisticated pop star who is really comfortable in her skin.
It led to imagery, I think, for this campaign. The album cover is stunning. I think there were so many stars aligned for this campaign that just made total sense. Some of it's beautiful.
Yeah, I've never opened this. My friend bought me this from the Kylie Minogue shop, so it's numbered. There's only 4,000 of them. Ooh. And I have number 3,691. But so I loved it. I loved this. Yeah, loved it. Yeah. Loved it. Great album.
To be clear, both Tension 1 and Tension 2 both got to number 1 in the UK. I think both got to number 2 in Australia. I can't remember. I definitely know Tension 1 did get to number 1.
I can reveal.
Come on.
I have it here, yes.
Give us your stats.
Well, I thought I was going to have to read them out myself. Yeah, and it was number 1 here. It was number 1 in Australia. Weirdly, and for any of our American listeners, what the hell? Number 21.
Better than Tension 2. Yeah, Tension 2 had distribution issues and didn't get anywhere.
It went to I think it was number 135 or something. I can quote in a minute. But to number 21, we were so disappointed when we were like, a top 20 album would be great, but 21 is just almost
buy more copies
to the heart.
Maybe the next after the tour, maybe the next album will do better.
Well,
Right, let's talk about the rest of the album. Tension single number 2, also a top 20 single. Like again, to kind of get like a run-up single.
Shout out to
follow-up
Biff.
single. Shout out to Biff. What a track! Like, who gets Kylie to say, "Oh my God, touch me right there" in 2023?
Well, actually, I've got a story behind. I've got a story if you'd like to hear it.
Come on,
about
please
Tension.
share the story. Yeah.
Well, it's from Camille, who is a wonderful singer-songwriter. She's brought out some
Little
great
Mix
stuff.
and Co.
Yeah, wrote for Little Mix, and she had a couple of great solo songs last year. She said, somebody said to her, it sounds like 3 different songs, all glued together. And it kind of does if you listen to Tension. It could be 3 different songs. And she said that's exactly what it was. They had written all these different parts, and particularly the bleepy bit, the chorus, when she really starts to go into, the more robotic style. That wasn't meant to be in the song at all. But then they had all these bits, and they threw them into the mix, and they all became Tension. So it is. It wasn't. It was meant to be 3 songs. Turned out to be 1. But for me, it's the highlight of the album. I love it.
Agreed.
It's very 90s. It's a real throwback, but with a very modern production. And then that sort of breakdown when she be, a car, whatever. I don't know what the words are now. They've gone out of my brain.
Oh my God, touch right there.
Yes.
Touch right there.
I
shouldn't sing on this podcast.
You're much braver than I am. I ain't singing that. But I just love that song. What a great follow-up single. And number 19, so a top 20.
Yeah.
And she managed to pull another top 20 out of the bag, to get 2 back-to-back top 20 hits, aged 55, from your 16th album. Doesn't happen. Look at me selling your album again. This is honestly.
Calm down. But
I'm
also,
on the sell.
there was so this Tension actually had to be pushed back because Padam Padam kept like selling and doing so well. So and I think originally I mean I'm not even going to say this is true because I don't know where I heard it. I think Hold On To Now was originally kind of pitched to be potentially single 1 and definitely single 2, and it was kind of like Padam, because the Padam direction had gone so well that Tension felt more like a modern track, whereas I adore Hold On To Now, but it's a typical Kylie track. I think she did it with Biff again. Like it's a Biff, it's beautiful, but had they released Hold On To Now as Tension single 1, I think we would have been in the same territory we always were, which is a territory I adore. I'm a massive Kylie fan, we know this, but I love the fact that Padam took it stratospheric again. Which is where we wanted it to be. So I adore Hold On To Now. I think there's some beautiful moments in it, and I know it's a really, really important song to her. Some other real standouts for me on the album, Things We Do For Love is just an incredible bop of a song. Apparently a really hard song for her to do live. She did it live in Birmingham, and she was like, "You need to help me as to the audience because it's like it just builds. It like goes and goes and goes." And unfortunately, it has now been cut since she had laryngitis. She cut it from the set list because it's a really I class Things We Do For Love as a journey that just builds and builds and builds and builds, and by the end of it, you're like, it goes all over the place. So love that. I think One More Time is a decent pop song.
Oh, I love One More Time.
Yeah, I like it. It's a good pop song. My other standouts on the album is this is going to be controversial because not everyone likes it. I adore Vegas High. I think Vegas High is a great song. It's a real pop moment.
It might be the only one. I mean, the string there from Padam up to You Still Get Me High, which is a tune. Hello. They're all but Biff and Duck Blackwell, aren't they? There and you forget really that Biff was back in the fold, wasn't he? Only had maybe a few co-writes in the last few years to really shaping this album because it's very much a Biff and Duck album. To be fair,
they did a writing camp, right?
They ended up taking 6 or 7, and then Vegas High makes it 7. But maybe with Vegas High, I mean, obviously, clearly, Kylie, she likes a bit of camp, a bit of kitsch and all that stuff. I just feel maybe it's slightly contrived, possibly.
Oh, it is. It was written for Vegas. Of course it was. However, the extended version of Vegas High, I like. It really, really kicks off. And
again, we have to talk about Extension as well before we finish.
Extension's a great album.
Genius.
Elliot, she called the extended versions of Tension Extension. I mean, Tension 2 could have been called Extension. Who would have known that?
What else were you going to call it, though? What else were you going to call it? It was right there.
Absolutely. There's a few. I'll come to my maybe misses in a second. There's another song that I kind of need to stop and pause and just go, what a moment. And it's a song called Story, which the lyrics like, you're part of my story. And it's just like, it's when Kylie does not Kylie songs. Like, it's not a typical Kylie song, but it's a Kylie band song. For me, I kind of compare it to like Sincerely Yours and Gold. And there's songs out there that you can tell she's kind of really, it's a very personal song to her. It's not really kind of standard pop. And she did it. There was a O2 launch show at Shepherd's Bush Empire, and she actually performed Story and like got visibly upset and was like crying at the end of it, because I think it's a very personal song to her. And I love when she goes down that route. There's one other song that I think is really good. That's a bonus track, Somebody to Love. I think is really good.
I was about to
talking about that.
I was about to do what you do to me every week and call you out for not mentioning Somebody to Love. I thought it's time for some revenge, but you got there before me, so fair play.
I did.
But I was talking to my friend James. He's from Australia, but he lives here in Norwich, and he messaged me, and sometimes we have great synchronicity, and he said my favorite song is Somebody to Love, and I just thought it's mine as well. Hands down my favorite song on the album. Why it was relegated to bonus, look, whatever. But when the bonuses are this good. But can we do a little shout out to 10 out of 10 with the Oliver Heldens? Because I think it's a tune. I think maybe that should have ended up as a bonus, and then Somebody to Love would have leapfrogged up and been the last song on the album. That's the only thing I'd change about Tension, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe swap their places.
But it came first, right? So it was kind of like not a buzz
10
single,
out
but
of
it came
10,
out before Padam.
Yeah.
It wasn't like part of the campaign. I'm surprised it actually made onto the album and it wasn't just kept as a side note.
Yeah.
And I never know. If anyone knows, please comment and tell me and help me understand why the extended edition of the extended version of 10 out of 10 was taken on Spotify. So apparently there's some copyright issue or something.
But not the 7-inch version is there still.
Yeah. 7.
That's weird.
Alan, how old are you? 7.
Well, you know what I mean.
Come on.
the radio version.
The radio version. Yeah, but on extension.
Oh, it's not there, I'm just looking now. It's not there.
Yeah. And it was. Then it got taken off.
Yeah.
Someone please comment on somewhere, Instagram or on Spotify or wherever, and tell me why that happened. Because I think it's a really good extended version.
But they just get. I said it to Biff at the time. I was like, they give it there's the real air in the album now. And of course, albums nowadays are half an hour long. This, 40 minutes to turn the album into a 45-minute album. It was just great.
Sorry.
I'm doing it again. I'm sorry.
No. It's not even that. It's not even the fact that you're selling my album. Elliot, did you just hear him? I said it to Biff at the time. Yes, Alan, you know Biff. Like, could you name drop that anymore? Like, I said it to Biff at the time.
He barely talks to me these days because he got a dog and talks to the dog more than he does me now. But no, I do remember saying it's so good, especially with I Love It from Disco. We were talking about that because the extended version, because she did this with Disco as well, didn't she? Yeah. The extended version of I Love It is just a party jam because, there's all the bongos and it builds up really slowly. And I just remember saying, I miss 4-minute songs.
So that I don't come across as complete, Kylie obsessed and I can never see anything wrong in Kylie. There are some tracks on the album that I would say are probably not my favorites. I wouldn't say they're necessarily misses, but I don't love them. They are Hands and Green Light. Not really.
Oh, I quite like Green Light. I have Green Light over Hands.
Yeah, and then there's two that I just Just Imagine I Can Live With, Love Train, and it's the guy, I can't remember his name, who helped produce, reproduced Dancing Like Love, and he did some other good stuff with her, but it's a real miss. But, so, how do we round Tension down? We go, it's basically, Kylie has had periods in her career where she has kind of been steady, and then she's been stratospheric. And on the kind of up and down trajectory chart that Kylie's career has gone on over the 30 odd years or so, this has gone and skyrocketed her again. And I think as a Kylie fan, I've always been excited by Kylie. She's my passion and I adore her. She's made me like itching now for what's next. Like where could she go next? And she might go completely left field. She might do a left field again and go somewhere totally different. But she's now back at a point where I think I go to her shows and I see a performer who is at the top of her game, who is a star, who looks really genuinely happy to be where she is. And I think appreciates the fact that she's been given yet another chance of this level of stardom.
Yeah.
And that is, I think, that is tension. And I think, you know, for me, and actually this is probably going to go into my 3 words without even planning it, but there's a word for me that sums up how I feel about this era. And the first word in my head is just proud. I was so, like, I am that sad, right? Like, I really, I care about Kylie's career.
You love Kylie Minogue.
I love Kylie. And I was just so bloody proud of her. And I was loving the fact that other people were really starting to see what I always see. Or maybe had kind of forgotten what I always see. So proud, without you even asking, Elliot, there's my first word, proud.
Brilliant.
Heather Small's on the phone. She wants her word back. Nobody can use the word proud unless you're Heather Small.
Oh, whatever you done today to make me feel proud. Alan, did you know
Sorry, Heather.
that took me like 10 seconds to process?
I did actually. I was thinking, do they know who Heather Small is? Who's Heather Small? Sorry, Gary, go on.
Proud Padam. Obviously, it has to be Padam. And then I need another P because it should be 3 Ps. Proud Padam Pop.
But no, I think that sums it up, though. It does. Yeah. It sums it up.
Yeah.
Fantastic Kylie era.
It was. Padam Padam to everyone. Oh, and also the thing we should have said as well was, but it just became like a word. Like, you know, you'd be walking in the street and you'd see another person, like you know, we dated each other. And you'd just be like, Padam. And you just like Padam each other. Like, you wouldn't know people, you just Padam them in the street. And it's like, love that.
Yeah. What it did for me anyway was just cemented the fact. It was like the icing on the cake, wasn't it? It was like, here you go, here's another era. But not only is it very successful, but I felt like we were blessed. But it has taken her from pop princess, you know, national treasure. If there's a level above national treasure, she's attained it now. If you can go any higher than that, she's a household name now and cemented that. And that's what I love most about this era, is that we got it to another level. You know,
she's global, just like this podcast. Shout out to our listeners. We looked at the stats before the call. we've got listeners in like really far flung places.
Jakarta,
global. Hi
Brazil.
Everyone. Can't believe you're listening to us randomly talking.
Pretty sure we had somebody in Bangladesh. So shout out to the Bangladeshis, please.
Love that. Spread the word. Tell more people. Elliot, time to make a decision.
Oh God!
I wonder what it's going to be.
Yes.
It's so tense. Oh God!
The tension is real.
It was right there, and I missed it.
Some could say cut the tension with a knife, but
I honestly,
baby, break the tension. Elliot, break the tension.
I have no idea how it's going to go.
Well, this is tough because I thought I've kind of flopped about 3 or 4 times throughout this entire episode, but I think it's gonna have to go to tension 1.
What? Oh my God!
I think
robbed again.
I think that there are more stronger songs as a whole on tension 1 than tension 2. Even there's a couple songs that I think that I prefer
great songs on tension 2
more over on tension 2. But like, I think that as an album and as the kind of, like you said, the impact rollout that had. But sadly, that means that we leave tension 2 to be dropped into the Kylie Timebomb bin.
This is the first week. This is the first week when I've got no remorse for an album because in this context,
quickly.
There's no way we could have in any universe put tension 2 over tension 1.
I think you went through the 5 stages of grief throughout the process of recording.
Oh God. I love the fact that we now refer to it tension 1 and tension 2. Like it's tension.
It's not actually tension 1.
It's just tension. Yeah. It's not tension 1.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, we can now refer to it as tension because we've got tension 2 out of the way.
Tension 2 in the bin. So in the bin, just to recap, Disco, Golden, Kiss Me Once, X, Body Language, Enjoy Yourself, and now tension 2, all in the bin, gone, will not be the best album of all time for Kylie.
I'll say it again. Like, imagine that those are the ones you put in the bin from your discography. Like there's fucking great albums in there. This is wild.
Like, if we ever going to introduce another rule of like justice for disco, bring back disco. Anyway, What is still
bring back body language. Hello.
No, whatever. Still in the competition and going forward to round 2, which we'll reveal details of quite soon of how round 2 is going to work, are Aphrodite, Fever, Kylie, Light Years, Rhythm of Love, Impossible Princess, and now, as of this episode, Tension.
And let's get to it on the next episode.
So we know already the wheel. Like, I'm going to miss the wheel. Can we still have the wheel next week?
No. We'll
we'd have to find out who gets
we
which.
We have to work out.
Oh, unless maybe we could just decide what we want.
No, you're all right. No,
just for a one-off.
Let's get to it, just to piss you off, Alan.
Oh, I swear to God, I will fucking fly to Corvea and stab you and your cats and your dogs and everything. Everybody dies. No, I'm kidding. Don't set the police on me. No, seriously.
Let's get to it.
But now I think about it, though, in fairness, looking forward to the next recording, because I actually really wouldn't mind defending Kylie Minogue.
Yeah.
So for me, they're actually two of the most interesting musically and certainly from the aspect of her being a pop star, navigating the world of being a pop star. Those eras are fantastic. So actually, in fairness, I don't mind which one I get.
Well, I'll sell either. And let's see what Eileen decides in the next episode.
We have to remind everyone as well that if they're listening to us on Spotify, to give us a little rating or review, because it's been going really well.
Yeah.
And also, if you haven't already, follow the Instagram to see all the crazy chaos there as well. And that is Timebomb Kylie Podcast, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
And if you're one of the souls like me who still uses Twitter, there are apparently still 1 billion of us around the world on the site. You wouldn't know it. But there are a lot of Kylie fan pages on there. If I've been interacting with you on there and you suddenly found me being banned, I apologize. I got told off by Elon and his horrible crew for posting stuff. But we have an X page, and it's called Timebomb. So please follow us on X if you like, and I post links to stuff on there as well.
And always comment on anywhere. Tell us what you think. Give us insight. I'm really looking forward to the next episode, my friends.
Me too.
Let's roll on and finish off round 1 of Timebomb.
Goodness.
See you
next time, everybody. Bye.
See ya.